Welcome back to the hotspot, everybody. And Landon Aydlett joins us as he does every week. And apparently, every week he's going to be on the road for the foreseeable future because Landon Hoffaday from back home, because you are joining us from Sioux City, Iowa.
That's correct. Half a day, Jason, and half a day, Guam. I am live in Sioux City, Iowa. And just so you know where we're located, Sioux City kind of encompasses parts of southwestern Iowa, parts of South Dakota, and Nebraska.
Okay, I got to
Right
ask
there
you,
in that
do you know how close you are? What is your distance from Dyersville? Because that's where the Field of Dreams is from the movie.
Dyersville. I'm not sure where Dyersville is located here. I
Oh
know
man,
there's
you
so
got to
many
go there. It's only 20
small
bucks to
towns
get
and
in.
villages.
Yeah, just
I
go.
will
Just
Google that.
Yeah, just it's 20 bucks to get in. You can go see the Field of Dreams that Kevin Costner was at. I mean, that's a
Oh, that would be great.
personal
That would
like
be
bucket
amazing.
list for me and everything. But as you probably know, because you're staying on top of everything with all your gear and everything, weather's actually been pretty consistent, pretty stable. The occasional rain cloud every now and then, but you were telling us about that like way in advance.
Yeah, that's definitely the case out there. We are watching several showers and thunderstorms with a weak surface trough pushing through Guam and the Marianas. That is departing right now. But if you notice, outside the winds are very light. I'm going to turn my camera around right quick so you'll see a brief chicken right there.
Nice.
Um, this is what we're looking at across Guam and the CNMI. This is that weak surface trough pushing through toward the west. That'll be clearing out shortly. So we'll probably get some sunlight over Guam and the CNMI, but the winds are light. So if there's enough instability and moisture in the atmosphere, we could see some spotty afternoon convection, and that would be moderate to heavy showers in very isolated locations. So not everybody will see it, but some areas could see some showers and maybe a brief rumble of thunder. But we're going to open up the picture just a little bit. And so we're looking at the full regional visible satellite imagery showing Guam and the CNMI right there in the middle. But to our northeast, that's a large upper level low or a tut cell barreling westward. That is expected to
Mm.
keep just north of us. But of course, when these things are present or in our neighborhood, we could see some spotty thunderstorms during its passage if the dynamics are just favorably positioned over the region. So we'll be watching out for that. But otherwise, much drier air to the south of that upper level low and to our east. So we'll be watching that. A trade wind disturbance will be pushing through Wednesday night into the weekend. So we could see an uptick in showers for the last half of the week. But seas and surf will be favorable. We could see seas of 3 to 4 feet, combined seas building to right about 3 to 5 feet for the last half of the week. And surf will not be that bad with a moderate risk of rip currents through the end of the week.
Okay, I gotta ask you, Landon, does as I said, like we've had some nice rain. I mean, it hasn't been, too overbearing. It hasn't been like lengthy where it rains for like 45 straight minutes. So I mean, it's tolerable. I mean, I know the grass is really, really happy. I've got a bunch of neighbors who are water blasting their roofs, and I mean that's great because it naturally washes away, like all the funk and all the algae and all the mildew and what have you.
Yes.
And it also kind of cools down the guys up there, who are wearing like 9 pounds of clothing. But
Lowers your power bill significantly.
yeah, but it seems time of day is coming in into the equation. Like usually it's really at sunrise or closer as we get to the end of the day. Does that have any bearing?
Yeah, we see a little bit of diurnal effect of showers, and we see a diurnal maxima of showers and thunderstorms, usually in the early morning hours, right around daybreak, and then also in the evening hours. And that's just kind of a diurnal fluctuation we see from time to time. And that can be exacerbated by a passing surface trough or a disturbance. But we know our disturbers are pretty potent if they can sustain showers and thunderstorms beyond that diurnal fluctuation, and it can continue for a day or half a day. So we do watch out for that. And sometimes that's part of the tricky part of our forecast. If we see a line of showers and thunderstorms pushing toward Guam around 3 a.m. to our east, will it hold together? And sometimes if that energy is there, it can become more significant as it approaches and then clear out and stabilize the atmosphere by midday.
Yeah,
So
I
we
mean,
see that, and it's always sometimes a guessing game.
well, like I say, it's kind of like a first world problem, but I've just had to adjust my outside workout regimen from, maybe around 6 a.m. to about maybe 6:30, 6:45, just to avoid the showers. Because I mean, I don't like doing, running or doing cardio like outside when the roads are all wet. That's just me.
Yeah, it's also dangerous too because the roads are
Yes.
slick. So that's probably a good call on your behalf to not run or bike when the roads are wet.
Hmm. Okay, well, I do got to ask you, since you are in the Hawkeye state, um, Are you actually closer to the
Yes,
University of Iowa or to Iowa State? Are you more Hawkeye or Cyclone?
we are. Well, first off, let me introduce my sister. This is my sister Hillary, by the way. Wave at
Hi,
the camera.
Hillary again. I
The
remember
question is, are
interviewing
we
you a
closer
couple
to
Christmases ago.
University of Iowa or Iowa State?
Iowa State, I believe.
Iowa
Not
State,
100%
she believes,
sure.
but not 100% sure. They just moved here from South Dakota. They were in Seattle originally a couple years ago. They moved to South Dakota and just moved to Iowa not too long ago. So this is actually my first time visiting Hillary and her husband Ben here in the Midwest.
Okay,
I
can
was
you can
last
you
year,
ask
so in
can you ask your sister,
2019.
because I know
And
she hasn't got the AirPods on like you do, but so she went from Seattle to South Dakota and now to Iowa. Do you like being cold, Hillary?
do you like being cold, Hillary?
I do not at all.
She does not like the cold
You're
weather.
somewhat
She
of a
much
glutton for punishment
per-
now, because those three places are very
Much
cold.
prefer the warm.
Yeah, she prefers the tropics. She lived in Florida back when she was with our parents down there in Jacksonville, Florida. And of course, we're all from North Carolina originally. So she much prefers the more temperate weather, but the violent weather that we do not get on Guam, such as the hailstorms, the tornadoes, severe thunderstorms, all the good stuff. So I really envy Hillary because she'll probably see some action next spring.
Okay, well, speaking of action, Len, I got to ask you. It seemed like another member of the animal kingdom is video bombing us right now. Who is that?
Yeah, that's one of her dogs. I think it's Flynn. So I'm gonna give the camera over to Hillary so she just get a size perspective. I'm gonna walk outside the door and hopefully I don't get mobbed by these animals. Come here, Flynn. Come here. This is one of her two Irish wolfhounds, and they are huge.
Oh,
So this is
wolfhound.
the
Wow,
youngest one, 6 months old and 120 pounds. And I'm gonna have to wash my shirt before I go to my training next week.
that's a
But this thing
baby.
is enormous. This is a baby, 6 months old, and that's
Good
the
grief.
older one. I think this one is 6 years old, and this is Stella.
Yeah, it looks like you're gonna have
House-sized.
to wash off your iPhone too, because there's slobber all over that as well.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're gonna have some smells in this
Wow.
training next week, but we'll see. Yeah, this is Flynn, all 120 pounds.
I'm not gonna ask you to carry Flynn and everything. Like, I don't want you to get a hernia or anything like that. Wow,
Oh my gosh.
that is a majestic animal, man.
And this dog likes to cuddle. Believe it or not, he likes to cuddle.
I'm sure he likes to eat too.
I think they eat a lot of food. I forget they go through a 50-pound bag like every week. Is that so, Hillary?
Pretty close to
Roughly a 50-pound bag of dog food every week. And I hear we have a shortage on Guam at the moment of dog food. So the commodities are very much in demand. I don't think we have another dog back here too. This is Moira, I believe, the smallest of them all.
Oh, Mara, another wonderful Irish name,
But she's the boss. She controls all the dogs.
as most women are. Yeah, oh, hello, Moira. Are you named?
Yeah,
Are you named after the actress Moira Kelly from The Cutting Edge, or Moira McTaggart from the X-Men?
She might be the X-Men.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what I'm going with.
Knowing you and your family, you guys are cool like that. So, wow, man.
Yeah. And so let me show you the swimming pool. This is the best part. I came here to go swimming. I was looking forward to this. And it's a beautiful Hulk green.
Yikes!
So it's not all that bad. They say it's safe to swim. I was vacuuming it early until the thunder started. But me being the responsible weatherman, I had to quit vacuuming and take shelter. So remember, when thunder roars, get indoors. And
There
so
you go.
I was heeding that advice.
A perfect illustration of that.
Yes. But yeah, here's Flynn. We're going to let the dogs in very shortly. They are, believe it or not, house pets. It's the first time I've seen a horse live in a house. It's about as close to a horse. And they also have chickens over here. They have chickens over there. I think donkeys in the backyard somewhere, a horse.
Wow.
So they have all kinds of animals around here, including 3 cats.
Well,
so
you know, if your sister, aka Dr. Doolittle, ever wants to come out and visit Guam and everything, we'd love to have her. You know that, and it seems, Landon, like you and your family are going to have to make a significant investment into dry dog food and a bunch of chlorine. It looks like, for the pool. So you looks like you got work to do, man. So I gotta let you run.
A good shower too.
There you go. Hey, well,
But Hillary will be back.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us while you're on the road, man. We appreciate it, and looks like good weather out here, and we wish you and your family the very best, and good weather to you as well.
Thank you very much, Jason, and we will see you all soon.
All right, we'll see you next week. That's Landon Aydlett, of course, with the National Weather Service, joining us from all over the world. And go check out Field of Dreams in Dyersville. That's awesome. All right, we will be back with more Hotspot right after this. Look at that dog.
There's epic, then there's ultra epic.